everybody, how you doing? It's Robin Nolan live, and in this video I wanted to show you how to improvise a gypsy jazz solo on the standard minor swing. And minor swing's that one that goes dum, 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 ya, do, do, da. It's the big one in gypsy jazz. I call it the stairway to heaven of gypsy jazz because you're always going to hear it at any campsite, any festival. You could be sure to hear minor swing. So we want to be able to improvise really well on minor swing. And to help you do that, what I've done is I've written 3 mini solos, which kind of represent different parts of the gypsy jazz language and kind of techniques. And solo number 1 on this, and I'm going to show you them in this video. So just get your guitar, sit back, relax, and get ready to learn some juicy licks on minor swing. So solo number 1 is always, and this is a system that I've put together, solo number 1 is always melodic and simple, right? Simple and melodic. Solo number 2 is impressive and hip, all right? And solo number 3 is always lush chords and octaves, okay? So the sum total of these 3 solos will give you a lot of the licks and a lot of the language that will help your solos sound really like gypsy jazz solos and not kind of noodly blues solos, if you know what I mean. And to give you the full picture, I've applied this system of teaching improvising to many standards in gypsy jazz. And as it's Black Friday, just in case you hadn't realized, we've pooled 7 of these courses together where I teach 3 hot solos on these gypsy jazz standards like All of Me, Coquette, Swing Gitan, Joseph Joseph, Honeysuckle Rose, 7 tunes. And I apply this system of 3 solos to these tunes. And we've pulled these together for an epic Black Friday special. If you go to gypsyjazzblackfriday.com, you can see what that's all about. And basically it's a 90% saving on these courses. So it's a great opportunity for you to actually kind of get a lot of help with this music. And you can study these courses in your own time at home. And they really work. And they've only been available for Gypsy Jazz Club members so far. So this is a great opportunity to jump in on that. So that's Gypsy Jazz Black Friday. Let's have a look at each solo one by one on minor swing. And I'll kind of give you a few insights on what's happening. And let's check out solo number 1 first. And we're going to do it at a really chill tempo.
1 and 2.
I'll play it and I'll break it down.
3.
Play it once more. Minor 9, D minor. We're playing over E7 now. Back to A minor. Now we're going up to D minor. Back to A minor. E7 with a quick B flat. Back to A minor. Right, so basically, as you can tell, this solo is quite melodic and simple, so it's not all shreddy. And actually, it's kind of a good idea to start your solo with something melodic and simple, so don't come out with all guns blazing, but you usually try and kind of hold back your technical, kind of impressive stuff for later in the solo. So we're going to start this solo just actually copying a phrase that Django played in one of his solos, and it just goes... bit of genius because that's the call and then there's a response, right? So he's got da dee da 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 do da do dee, right? And then the response da dee da da do da do do da. So it's a really solid phrase, super melodic and super simple, right? You don't have to be a shredder to play that. And he's just going, he's bending up to the 9th on A minor. So you go, right? Bending up to that ninth. And then resting on the D minor there, okay? So it's a really super melodic phrase. By the way, I hope you're having a great day. And leave us a message or leave us a comment on this video. Let me know you're out there, where you're watching from, and put the thumbs up. And also subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and share this video. It really helps get the word out. And if you'd like to learn this whole system I put together of improvising on all these jazz standards, Gypsy jazz standards, then go to gypsyjazzblackfriday.com. First phrase, super cute from Django Reinhardt. Second phrase, over the E7, right, fitting to the E7, right, so super cute, super melodic. Of course, for each of these courses, we have the tabs, right? So you'll see all this written out, where to put your fingers exactly. And each of these videos that you'll look at in the course when you enroll, you can just study at your own pace, obviously, at home. And you can slow the videos down. You can just kind of really zoom in on each bit of the solo. And it's a really great... Oh, I got a comment from Ricardo. Welcome. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from. Come on, let's do this. It's Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. And I'm here to help you improvise Gypsy jazz style, right? And today we're looking at improvising on the classic minor swing. And we just learned that. Right, so it's a singable kind of melody. Great way to start your solo. Then we go, right, it's just a phrase that I play over D minor. The notes are just G, F, A. It always sounds really kind of melancholic. And then back to A minor, just notes from the arpeggio scale. Right. And then before the E7, we got this little B flat, so I just go. Let's play that solo now, and you'll probably start to recognize a few of the phrases now. And you know, improvising is a little bit like that. It's kind of a big puzzle, which can be really complicated, but you got to start somewhere. And you start to recognize these phrases and learn the phrases, and then when you're out there, you can actually start to apply them to real music. That's why I've written these solos over tunes, because it presents the language and the ideas in a musical way. So we don't get detached just practicing arpeggios and scales and then not actually being able to improvise over songs. We've got a comment. Jenny. Hi Robin, this is Jenny watching from Ukraine. Nice one. You purchased the big... Yeah, Jenny just took advantage of this Black Friday special where we pulled an amazing amount of resources into one package for $97. It's worth $1,000, and we've put like everything for a 90% discount. Jenny, you're going to love these courses, and I think you're really going to break through to be able to improvise. So well done. Take advantage of this amazing offer. Let's listen to the solo, see if we can recognize some of the phrases at a chill tempo. Swing solo number 1.
1, a 2, a 1, 2.
Here's the phrase. Go to E7 with the response. That cute phrase on D minor. A minor, B flat, right? So it's a great, like I was saying, it's a great idea to start your solo with something simple and melodic. It's going to just make the rest of the solo kind of more groovy, and you're not going to kind of panic. So solo number 1 for all these standards is always simple and melodic. It's part of the system, the formula, okay? So let's look at solo number 2, which in the formula is impressive and hip, okay? So impressive, whoa, it's going to be slightly more technical, and it's going to be hip because I've kind of filled it with cool phrases. So here we go. Let's check out on minor swing, solo number 2 at a chill tempo.
Number 2. 1, a 2,
A 1, 2, 3.
4.
Alright, E7 now. Play it once more. Super cute minor thirds. Diminished. So that's solo number 2, and there's a few elements to this solo. We're starting off with an arpeggio based idea on A minor, and if I kind of give you a little insight into where it's coming from, well, it sounds like this, and you might think, what was that? Well, I'll break it down. So we start with the basic arpeggio, right? A minor, just a 1, 3, 5, no extra notes. So right, A minor, A, C, E, A. That's kind of handy. And then this lick from the arpeggio starts on the 9th. So right, so we don't actually start on the root or the minor third. We start on the 9th. So right, from the 9th to the minor third. So kind of hammer on as well, and then there's E and A, so and then we carry on. How do we go? This slides, so you would kind of learn it little bit by little bit, but it'd be like, and then tab for this is in the course, okay? 3 hot solos on minor swing, solo number 2, tab, video, backing track. It's a great system to learn the language of improvising. And then the lick comes together, it kind of sounds right, and it's got a few hammer-ons and slides, which I personally find a good way to play. We got a comment from Jerry, very happy, sorry, not Jerry, Jenny, very happy and grateful. You're welcome, Jenny. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with those courses. Just take it one note and one chord at a time. So after that arpeggio, comment. Peace, Robin. I'm Matteo from Germany. Nice to meet you. Yeah, man. I've got it. The comments come up and then disappear. So unfortunately, I couldn't read that, but thanks. Leave me a comment as well, or a thumbs up or something. Let me know that there's people out there. That would be great. I'm teaching you how to improvise on minor swing, one lick, one chord at a time, and giving you some insights on these hot solos that I compose to help students learn the language of improvising. So we've got, here's one thing which is really nice. When you're on a minor chord, you've got these minor thirds. So if you play D minor, right, D minor, and then if you take the D and F, right, the minor third, so you've got those 2 fingers there, then it's a really kind of simple way to make that kind of sound cool, is just to go, you can approach it from 1 fret below. Dean is here, thanks buddy. Robin's lessons are top notch. Wow, so kind. I've learned a ton from these. Nice one, Dean. Hoping you're having a great day, man. So take the minor third and then just approach it by a fret. Right, that always sounds good. Then go up 2 frets, right, and then come back down chromatically. And it's a super cute way to kind of dress up a minor chord. So, you know, so on this lick, approach the D minor with this kind of slide into the D minor. Let's have a listen to that so you know what I'm talking about. Here's minor swing solo number 2.
Solo
chill
number
tempo.
2. 1, a 2,
Yeah.
a 1.
Here's the arpeggio.
3, 4.
There's the slide, right? Then we got diminished. So diminished, right? So that one idea, use that. That's a good one. E minor. Right? It's quite an easy way to kind of make something sound cute and lush. Diminished. A lot of guitarists get this confused, and it's actually pretty simple, and actually kind of a big important sound in this music, or any music really. So if you're playing over E7, you've got this sound, right? Kind of dramatic, right? But sometimes people get confused about what diminished you meant to play over a dominant 7th, and for me, I kind of do it visually, so I see where the shapes should be. But basically, the theory is that you've got E7, right? Say you're playing over E7, dominant 7th. Then, just to be super clear, you're not playing E diminished, which would be, that's a different thing. What you do is you got E7 and you go up 1 fret. So that's kind of the easiest way to think about it. If you got E, right, and then you think go up 1 fret, and then build a diminished chord there, right, and that's the one that creates the tension over the E. Right, so just go up 1 fret, and then obviously we know that we can go every 3 frets. So again, I visualize, and you kind of memorize where your hand's meant to go. So you're not obviously counting, or you're not thinking, oh, is that, you know, you just kind of learn the shapes visually. So, right. And then whatever lick or arpeggio you do, it's based from that concept. So you go up a fret, right, you start on the F, right. So there's a little bit about that. In this solo, we do this thing. You might have heard that kind of thing before, and it's the same diminished concept over the dominant 7th, except we got this picking pattern that just goes up, down, 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 up. You can see that. So it's da, boom, 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 ging, gong, gong, gong. And then once you get that fast, it kind of sounds really fluid and gives the illusion of really, you know, a lot of notes, a lot of kind of sounds quite cool. That's what's happening in this solo. So let me play the solo for you now again. And again, we're piecing together this puzzle, and we're learning little, you know, phrases from this language, which you absorb, just like learning any language, you know, just like learning a language, music is a language. So we're just learning these phrases and then adapting them to music, you know, to tunes, just like learning a language and adapting them to real life situations.
Swing solo number 2.
All right.
1,
Starting with that arpeggio, minor thirds.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the diminished thing over E7. D minor. Yeah, so, you know, you had the diminished thing. By the way, tabs, of course, tabs are in the course. 3 hot solos on minor swing. And we got them nicely tabbed out so you can see all this, and you can use the video in the course. You can slow it down. You can just work at one solo at a time. And then before long, you'll start to absorb this language and start to feel freer with your playing. So you're not kind of guessing what you're meant to do. Yeah, so that super cute phrase. Obviously, things like that are really easy to play, but really, you know, in your solos, they're always going to sound really kind of melodic and cool, you know, and that's just like using that D minor triad, resting on the 6th there, so. then for the A minor, right? Things like that really come in handy, you know, so. Right, so let's play the whole solo now, and then we'll move to solo number 3. Give us a like, let me know where you're watching from. Is there anyone out there? How are you? Are you up for learning some solos on minor swing?
Number 2. 1, a 2.
All right,
One,
starting with
two,
that arpeggio, remember?
4.
Diminished over E7. Here's the super cute phrase. A minor. Alright, so that was solo number 2. And like I say, the formula is impressive and hip. So it's a little bit more impressive and hip than solo number 1, which was melodic and simple. Now, to fill you in the complete picture, how I apply this system to each standard, solo number 3 uses chords basically to kind of give you a vocab of gypsy jazz solo chords that you can play over the chord changes, right? So let's play that solo, and then I'll break it down, show you some of the elements of those chords.
Number 3. 1, a 2.
Super chill tempo.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Play it once more. D minor, E7 using diminished, A7 to take us to D minor, A minor, same lick, B flat. So there's quite a few elements to that solo, and basically you can say that we're using chords, crispy chords as I call them, and we start with this really cool lick. It's just like any single note lick, except it's a chordal lick and it goes over A minor, right? So we're just going, so it's a little bit rhythmical. But what you do when you learn a lick like that, obviously you just break it down. You use the PDF, the tab, and then you would slow this video down in the course and just repeat it. You know, you just go, so okay, first chord is this, it's an A minor 6, right? So you look at the tab, you get your fingers, you look at the video, see what I'm doing, and then you realize that you're going, so it starts with that, like this chromatic thing, which is always kind of good to know that any chord you're playing, you can just keep the fingers in the same position, just slide it up and down. It's a little bit this style, you know. You could just do that over A minor. Then this lick goes, alright, so you go, you kind of hear that melody, right? And of course, you know, you might look at this and think, well, that's a bit tricky, but what I do when I learn a new lick or a phrase, you know, I can't learn it instantly. I'm not a genius, so I can't immediately play this stuff. I kind of really slow it down. I would just go like, piece out the chords. So I go, and then, oh yeah, that bit. Piece it together, and then the last bit, right? And then play it super slow, you know. That, and just repetition, you know, repeating it hundreds of times, and then eventually, and then hopefully, you know, it kind of, you get the lick into your system, into your kind of being, that when you're jamming with me or with someone, you know, when you're playing over A minor, you just automatically go, you know, you're not thinking of the chords or the names or the notes or anything. You're just kind of playing it. So that's a little bit of that. There's one other lick I want to show you in this solo, which is the second lick in the solo.
And a swing solo.
Let's listen
number
to it,
3.
and I'll show it you.
1, a 2.
Here we go.
A 1.
So the first lick,
4.
D minor. So this is a really good one, and so great, Robin. Pre-gig inspiration. Nice one, Dean. Have a great gig, brother. Great to see you. Give us a like to this video, leave us a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, you know, all that stuff. And if you like this way of teaching and you want to learn in a simple way how to improvise in Gypsy Jazz, then go to Gypsy Jazz Black Friday. We've got an epic offer, which is basically a great opportunity to get all this cool stuff on many of the tunes in the repertoire for a 90% saving. So it's, you know, today's the day. It's a really good opportunity. Yeah, welcome. Vielen Dank. Yeah, welcome. This lick, that chord for a start is like D minor 6, right? Hey, ciao, Tony. Nice to see you, Tony. Here we go. That's D minor 6, right? So we play that as a rhythm player, right? We also use it in our solos, like this. You can probably hear that I'm playing the chord, and with this chord, the root is in the pinky, so, you know, it's playing D minor. Usually, you know, we're playing to go, yeah, A is in the root, D is in the root, but this chord, actually the 6th is in the root, isn't it? So B, the minor 3rd, the 5th, and then the root in the pinky, right? And then what's happening, you can probably hear it, that's descending. It's doing that descending thing, which happens a lot in music, right, over a minor chord. So kind of strumming the chord and then rounding off the pinky on the G, which gives a really cool effect. Right, A minor, there's the A minor 6. Right, it's a really good lick to use in your solo. Right, it's a really good one. All the tab is in the course, of course. Did I say of course? Twice. Yeah, all it is. So you kind of piece it all together. You use the video that I'm looking at in the course, and then you can slow it down and just kind of repeat these little sections. And before long, it'll give you so much confidence when you're actually jamming with people. And even these solos that I've written, when I've been on stage or jamming with someone really good, sometimes you go blank. And then I've remembered some of this stuff, which really kind of helps me out in a moment when I go, you know, I think, oh my God, what can I play? Oh yeah. These things kind of become ingrained, and they're always there to help you out and give you confidence. So yeah, solo number 3. Let's play the whole thing of solo number 3.
Minor swing solo number 3.
And then what you're going to do is combine 1, 2, and 3.
A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Here we go. It's the lick. Diminish. A lick again. Not the lick. Sweet. One more time, okay? Diminish. So obviously this is a kind of chill tempo, And I recommend starting with even slower tempo, really getting the notes under your fingers comfortably, and then you kind of put the tempo up and you can put these videos at faster tempo. And I really recommend that as a way to practice. And yeah, it's great. So let me know in the comments if you've enjoyed this video. And don't forget that if you'd like to learn this whole system applied to 7 tunes, All of Me, Coquette, Honeysuckle Rose, Swing Gitan, Joseph, Minor Swing, another tune, I can't remember. There's 7 big gypsy jazz tunes where I've written 3 solos over each of the 7 tunes, okay? With backing tracks, all with the tab. And then this has been pulled together for Black Friday for this epic offer to give you an opportunity to learn all this stuff and actually learn this way, which has only been available for Gypsy Jazz Club members previously. So because it's Black Friday and all that stuff, we've done this. And there's even a bonus package where you'll learn Nuage, Jangology, and Duke and Dukey. So it's kind of a no-brainer, and it will really help you. So just go to gypsyjazzblackfriday.com and you can take advantage of that offer. But for now, thanks for watching this video, and you know the drill. You take it slow, you have a go, and you stay inspired, okay? I'm here to help you on your journey. And if you'd like to really go for it, then go to gypsyjazzblackfriday.com and let's do it. All right, lots of love from me. Take care.